She's in a car. Everyone around her is dead. She's on the phone with 911, right? Something that I saw this morning that really bothered me. I want to bring awareness to this. I've talked about this little girl before, but I'm going to talk about her again, okay? We're going to kick off the show with her. We're going to talk about Hind Rajab. I've talked about this before, but this is the girl that was killed by the IDF in 2024. So here she is, Hind Rajab, born May 3rd, 2018, died January 29, 2024, was a 5-year-old Palestinian girl in the Gaza Strip who was killed by the Israeli forces during the Israeli invasion of the Gaza Strip, which also killed 6 of her family members and 2 paramedics coming to her rescue. What I'm going to play next, guys, is really fucking disturbing. I'm not playing this to fuck your day up, piss you off, be an asshole. I'm just going to play this. I'm going to let you guys see and feel a little bit of how I felt this morning when I came across this story. And the reason why I'm coming across this story is because there was a film that was released yesterday at the Venice Film Festival. And after the movie was done, everyone in the crowd stood up and clapped for 24 minutes. 24 minutes they clapped. A documentary showing her life. And people ask all the time, or people will say stupid shit to me. Oh, Myron, why do you go so hard on Israel? Why do you talk about XYZ? Why do you do it or whatever? Every now and then, right? I'll get annoyed talking about the topic and I'm like, all right, I'm going to do something else. Then I see something like this and then I remember, oh, I have to keep talking about this shit because they're still killing fucking children. Or, we're human beings. We might forget about things every now and then. But the fact that the people stood up for 24 minutes and clapped after watching this film tells you a lot. And another reason, too, why I'm talking about this is because earlier today, guys, when I was on Twitter this morning, there was mass bombing today in the Gaza Strip. They're knocking down high-rises, all this shit. Bro, I saw easily hundreds of pro-Israel accounts celebrating the knockdown of all the buildings in Gaza today. They were celebrating it. And I'll give you an example of what I mean by this. There's really no other way to describe these fucking retards. Is just what it is. This is literally a fight, good versus bad, and the Israelis are the bad. I think at this point it's irrefutable that they are murderous, genocidal pieces of shit. Now, normally I'm able to control myself pretty well. I don't really get emotional, as you guys know. If I do, maybe it's some passion, making fun or whatever. But I'm going to be very honest with you guys that I'm extremely disturbed and angry at what the fuck has been going on. Because one of the things that really bothers me is like when kids are targeted and when kids die, you got kids going to the hospital asking the doctor to just kill them because the rest of their family is gone. Or you got kids saying, oh man, just end it for me. I'm in too much pain. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on, bro? How is it that you got kids saying, oh yeah, just end it for me because my family's gone. I'm an amputee, right? So I'm never going to stop talking about this shit. And sometimes I have to see very disturbing shit like this to put things back in perspective as to why you have to repeat yourself like a fucking broken record. And this isn't just the kids of Gaza, by the way. We're talking about the kids of Yemen, kids of Sudan. The entire Arab world suffers because of Israel's bullshit. And this is what these guys do. So look at this. This fucking dumbass over here, Vivid Prowess, him and a bunch of other Israelis every fucking day, bro, post shit like this of buildings getting blown up. And they cheer it on. They literally cheer it on, by the way. They'll say some bullshit. This was a Hamas command center. Shut the fuck up. Nobody's buying that shit anymore, dude. Nobody's buying that shit. And propaganda accounts like this guy post this shit every single day, not knowing that they're killing kids like this. The majority of the people that have been murdered are children, like this little girl here. Okay, I'm going to play the phone call for you guys. It's going to be disturbing, guys. It might fuck up your day. I ain't gonna lie to you, man, but I'm going to play it because we need to talk about this type of shit. And then we're going to get into the geopolitical stuff. But out of respect to this little girl, we're going to play this. I want you guys to listen to what I listened to, and I want you to feel a little bit of the rage that I felt.
وهم هلا بعد بالسيارة.
Now I know some of you guys are listening, so I'll translate for you. So she's on the phone right now with emergency services. They're at the operator's asking her, are they in the car with you?
هي جاية عليكي من قدام
The tank is coming at you from the front?
السيارة الدبابة.
She says yes.
قريب كتير.
Is it very close? Yes, very close. Operator asks, is it moving?
وعم تمشي.
She says yes.
ما بدنا نخاف.
Okay, don't be scared. Please stay with me.
أنا معك يا عمري.
And she says, I'm with you, sweetie.
The Red Crescent got permission from Israel's defense ministry to send an ambulance to try rescue Hind, but as the ambulance turned onto Hind Street, explosions were heard and the line dropped. The paramedics were no longer responding. Hind was still on the call, alone and surrounded by the dead bodies of her family members. It was beginning to get dark. The Red Crescent had gotten her mother on the phone. They all did what they could to get her to keep talking, but she began to fall silent for long periods of time. When they asked why she wasn't speaking, she said, "Every time I talk, blood comes out of my mouth and makes my clothes dirty, and I don't want my mum to have to clean it." They told her to stay in the car where
She's in a car. Everyone around her is dead. She's on the phone with 911, right? She's on the phone with 911. And as she's on the phone with 911, they're trying to talk to her. Many of you guys that do emergency services, you guys understand that when you're on the phone with 911, they need to keep talking to you to know where you guys are, right? And what happened here is she said, "Oh, I can't talk because every time I talk, blood comes out my mouth, and I don't want to get my clothes dirty because my mom has to clean it." She doesn't really even understand what kind of danger she's in and what's going to happen next.
they could find her, and that if night comes and they still haven't arrived, she should close her eyes so she doesn't see the tanks.
So now it's about to be nighttime, and she says, "It's almost night. I'm scared." And she's pleading with the emergency services to come get her. And then the operator tells her, "Darling, I swear if I could, I would come get you."
حبيبتي والله لو بإيدي لأجيكي.
The call broke off shortly after. They tried to call again and again, but no one answered. No one could reach the area for nearly 2 weeks. Once they did, they saw the Red Crescent ambulance that had come to try rescue her was a burned out shell, with almost nothing remaining of the paramedics' bodies. Further up the street, the door and parts of the hood from Hind's car had been torn off. The windows were blown out and it was covered in bullet holes. A total of 335 bullets had been fired at the car. The body of Hind's uncle was still dangling from the driver's seat. The car smelled of decomposing corpses from the dead bodies of the 5 children piled together in the back seat. The family was buried together outside Al Shifa Hospital, and their murder became a rallying cry for activists around the world.
Look, guys, I know some of y'all are probably like, "What the fuck, man?" I don't really have words, man. Like, This shit is fucking awful, bro. I've talked about this before, but I think this is something that we should always be bringing up. Fucking crazy, bro. Absolutely nuts. But anyway, the film debuted yesterday. They gave it a 24-minute standing ovation. Maybe we could watch it on stream one day when it comes out publicly. But yeah, bro, this is fucking wild, man. So I want to start the broadcast off with that because I do think it's important that people understand what the fuck is going on. And what you guys got to also understand is that this is just one story. There's thousands, tens of thousands, maybe even at this point, hundreds of thousands of stories just like this. We just heard one and we're pissed off. Yeah, and I know that you, and the actual video, guys, yeah, you can hear when she's on the phone, if you listen to the full recording, you can hear bullets hitting the car. Obviously, I don't think it's appropriate to play that, so I just want to play a little snippet for you guys. But the part that bothers me the most is she didn't want to keep talking with the 911 operator because she didn't want to get her clothes dirty, and she didn't want her mom to have to clean the blood. If that doesn't show the innocence of a child, I don't know what else does. She had no idea what was going on. So for every single fucking piece of shit Zionist, whether it's our government, the politicians, the lobbyists, the tech wigs, the oligarchs, all these fucking scumbags that lobby to get us to contribute to the evil state of Israel, fuck you, honestly. Fuck you. Fuck you. And I feel absolutely horrible that our tax dollars contribute to 70% of Israel's military infrastructure. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, guys. Her name was Hind Rajab. Don't forget. All right, let me read some of these chats here. She also has a foundation as well. I'm going to donate to it. You guys don't have to. But if you guys care, here it is right here. The Hind Rajab Foundation. You can volunteer. They have monthly donation. Basically, it's devoted to breaking the cycle of Israeli impunity and honoring the memory of Hind Rajab and all those who have perished in the Gaza genocide. We are driven by a profound commitment to justice, seeking to hold perpetrators accountable. Through our efforts, we aim to build a world where such tragedies are not only remembered but prevented, fostering a future rooted in accountability, dignity, and justice for all. I'll drop the link here. If you guys want to support the cause, I'm going to donate myself. You guys don't have to, obviously, but just want to let you guys know. She died in 2024, but we're going to make sure that people don't forget. So yeah, it's a tragic story, really. You know, there's really not much I can say, you know. But now you guys see why I do the shit that I do.